Hi, I'm doing question 5, also known as page 3 of the statistics. Um, this question here. So I'm going to just quickly read it. In a survey, all the boys in a book club were asked how many books they each read during the Easter holidays. The results are shown in the bar graph below. So we have number of boys on the side, and that's the y-axis, and that is the y-axis usually is the frequency or number of people, and here's the number of books. So here we have these number of books are like categories. This is a category of people or boys who read 0 books. This is the category of boys who read 2 books, and so on. Now, the original graph didn't have numbers here except 0, 10, and 20. But if you check out the and space them out equally, you will see that how you can space it out here, and every centimeter should match up to the number 2 or 2 boys. So here we have 2 boys, 4 boys, 6 boys, 8 boys, 10 boys, and so on. So it's written, I wrote it in. Okay, so here we can see that if something was in between the 2 and the 4, that would be 3, such as the height of this bar. Okay, so question A, draw a frequency table to represent the data shown in the bar for 3 marks. Here it is. We have the number of books here, or the categories, the 0, the 1, the 2, the 3, and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the frequency or number of boys. We read it off here. 0 would be 2. Here, for the category of 1 book, it would be 6 boys, and so on. Part B says, how many boys are there in the book club? To work out that, we just have to add up these numbers here, because these numbers are the number of boys in each category. If we add this up, we get the total number of boys. So I've added it up, and I get 36 in all. 36 boys. That's your answer for part B. Part C. What is the modal number of books read? That is okay, so the modal number of books, you're looking for the books that was repeated the most. So if I had this as raw data, you'll see that the answer 2 was repeated 17 times. And so the modal number of books is 2. Do not write 17. That's not 17 books. As 17 people who answered that they read 2 books. The modal number is 2 books. Part D asks, how many books did the boys read during the Easter holiday? That means how many books altogether? There were 36 boys. Each boy read a certain amount of books. If we could figure out all the books. So we'll call X the number of books. We'll call F the frequency. X means this number times that number. This number times that number. And I explained to you already why we'd multiply these. Okay, 2 people said they read 0 books, so that's 2 times 0 is 0 books. But 6 boys read only 1 book, so that would be how much books in all then? If 6 boys read, each one read 1 book, that would be 6 times 1, which is 6. Next, 17 boys read 2 books. So if each one of those 17 boys read 2 books, that would be 17 times 2, which is 34. 8 times 3, 24. 3 times 4 is 12. So for each category, we find out the total number of books. Now we can work out here. If we add this up, we get the number of books. Okay, so the total number of books, when added up, we get 76 books. That would be our answer for D. Total books read equals 76 books. Calculate the mean number of books read. Okay then, if this was raw data, how many people were interviewed in the survey? 36 boys. So we had 36 answers. If I had raw data, it would be 36 answers written out here. And when I add up all 36 answers, I would have gotten a total of 76 books. So by adding up 36 numbers, I would get 76 books. So the mean is equal to adding up everybody, which is 76 after you add it, and then you divide by the total amount of people in your survey. So the number of people in your survey was 36. You have to use your calculator to get this one answer. Okay, so the calculator said 2.11111 recurring. So I'm going to shorten that answer by rounding it off to just one decimal place. A more realistic, workable, readable answer. Almost equal to 2.1 books. Last question, part F. What is the probability that a boy chosen at random read 3 or more books? 3 books or more than 3 books, which would be 4. So we have 8 boys that read 3 books, and we have 3 boys who read 4 books. Okay, so out of the 36 boys in the survey, 8 and 3 is 11. 11 of them, 11 boys read 3 or more books. Now that we know that information, we have to work out the probability. So remember, I taught you all, you line up all 36 boys and you interview each one of them. Hey boy, you read, how much books you read? How much books you read? And you ask each boy that question, and we'll see how much times we were successful in getting the boy to answer that they read 3 or more books. So out of 36 tries, we would at least 11 boys out of the 36, we will say that they read 3 or more books. 11 out of 36. So let's use the formula. Probability is equal to the number of successful tries divided by the total number of tries. Okay, so we're gonna try or ask 36 guys. So we're trying 36 times. And out of the 36 times, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 out of those times, we're going to get a positive answer that somebody read 3 or more books. 11 out of 36. And that's your answer. It's a fraction. 11 out of 36. That cannot be reduced. So that's your answer one time. And that's it.